One of the first big projects that Kat and I had as a young couple was to create the first 380 sire ad. Back then, we were exceptionally nervous because my then future father-in-law was leaning along the fence, watching us as we were taking pictures of this great bull. We got some pictures that we thought were really good. Kat was able to put them together in a beautiful ad, and she asked her dad to give the footnote that he wanted to put in the ad. Well, in traditional Jim Williams fashion, he brought over a handwritten piece of paper with a lot of text, and we noticed once again that he was making those bold predictions about the future of this bull. And this is what the ad read. As cattle types and trends change, Mr. V8 38/6 is the bull that ties together the traits that will be important to our breed in the next decade. This Karoo son out of Miss V8 170/6, a Super Stroke daughter, is very attractive, super sound, and totally balanced in his phenotype with great EPDs. We expect great things from this young sire. Now taking international semen orders, contact us today for more information on this exciting sire that we are planning our future around. Now, looking back at all of this, I think there's only one mistake that Jim Williams made when he was talking about 380. He shortchanged the bull on the amount of time that 380 would be having an impact here at the ranch. We're now past a decade, and the 380 forever movement doesn't show any signs of weakening anytime soon.
We've just had it announced that 380 is the #1 bull in the Register of Renown. I think this is a great honor for this ranch and this family and the people that have presented and showed those cattle for the ranch and worked at the show barn and gotten them ready, and also the breeders who bought semen from us. We really greatly appreciate that. 380 was born in March of 2006, so that bull is 15 years old. I'm still breeding cows to him today and flushing to him. He's still going to play a prominent role in this herd. I just don't think you could have too many 380 daughters. If I had 50, I ought to have 100, because you can really make those cows to a lot of these very popular bulls now. What 380 gives to your cows is he gives them that eye appeal. They're going to have good udders, good breed character. 380 has a lot of depth of body to him. He will do that to you, but still give you that real nice feminine look. We've just stamped that in. These people that really know cattle well or know 380s, they can come in here and they'll say, that's a 380, isn't it? That's a 380. He's a very prepotent sire. He puts his mark on these cattle, particularly for show cattle and female. He's just unbelievable. But he's been a bull that you can use on a wide range of cattle. He can do more with less. You put him on some pretty plain, vanilla, kind of smaller frame cows, and he can dress them up real quick. Breeding these donor cows and the influence that 380 would have on that, just that the list would just go on. And we've got 293/8. Her full sister, 506 and 507. 128/7. 286/8. 790. 401/8. 203/9, Dream Girl, 274, 16/8, 796 and 799/8, cow 591 and 597, 52/8, 77 and 78, 319/8, 411/8, 844, 888. He's had 7 champion getter sires and 5 reserve national, international champion gets. That's a pretty good track record. In 12 years of showing, he's had that many champions. Most people who are going to watch this video will be cattle people. Certain animals, they're bonded with those people. When you think of that animal, you think of that person. When you think of Manso Grande 412, I think of Bubba Hudgens. The Smith and the Rock are Bob Hudgens and Madison. Most people, when they think of 380, they know he's my bull. He's buried over there on the way to the show barn. when I'm dead and gone, and when they're driving by there, they'll say that's 380. There's Daddy's bull. That's your grandpa's bull. 380 was his bull. And that is. When I start talking about those things, you just get a little emotional. And I guess if I ever quit getting emotional, I'm going to do something else. Because to be successful in this cattle business, you got to live and breathe it. And if I get tired of doing that, I'm going to go do something else. But I don't think I'll ever get tired.